Before we begin the video, if you haven't yet, come on down and join my Discord server. Link is down in the description. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel for another video. So recently I was on vacation for a few days, and while I was gone we got a lot of Season 13 news. We got the release date, descriptions, and also the official trailer. I covered the first two things in non-verbal videos, but I figured I would wait around to do my trailer analysis. I also want to add that this trailer has a lot of footage from the other teaser, so I'm only going to be discussing new footage that we see in this trailer and not in the other teaser. So I apologize for the wait, but I hope you guys enjoy my official breakdown of the Master of the Mountain trailer. Major Season 8 vibes. We see the Season 11 ninja being led into a throne room, and this guard is actually wearing a Garmadon helmet, very cool. And here we see the King of Shintaro Mountain. This is Vanya's father, and he's being accompanied by two guards with Blizzard Samurai helmets, I believe. Here we see the ninja bowing, not really much going on here, but man, DHX has really stepped up their game. This just looks phenomenal. There's a statue of someone at the front. It could be Vanya or her mother, and now a nighttime shot of Jay, Wu, and Kai sitting on some stairs. Here's Cole sitting on his bed, eyes closed, and then a gecko runs into his room. Cole pounces on top of him, and here's a close-up shot of the gecko. And this gecko is actually holding Cole's mother's necklace, so we see Lou, Cole's father, on one side, and our first look at Cole's mother on the right. Her hair's in a bun, and she has thick eyebrows, and yeah, Cole's mother is undoubtedly a focal point in this season, so it looks like I was wrong about that. And now transition to the dungeons of Shintaro. There's a huge mining operation going on here. You can see Mino creatures towing carts and months and geckos working, and also there's a skeleton on the left supervising. Close-up shot of one of the months who's worried, and now we see the Skull Sorcerer and actually hear his voice, which sounds pretty good. He basically yaps about how the work must not stop, and we can actually see the skull dungeon in the background, and of course he's holding the green skull, which is actually called the Skull of Hazadur. Cole and Vanya holding torches and watching the entire operation, and now cut to some Awakened warriors. These guys are marching forward, and right above, Cole and Lloyd grasping onto a ledge to avoid them. And now Cole's been captured and locked in a cage with other creatures, and the ninja have come to rescue him, but now in battle with the skeletons, and we see Kai and Zane fighting them. In the background, you actually see some geckos trying to escape during the conflict. The Skull Sorcerer hovering above the ninja, and he actually uses his skull to resurrect the Awakened warriors and put them back together, very similar to the Vermilion. Ninja contemplating what to do, and Lloyd recommends they run. The Sorcerer flies towards them and shoots blasts from his skull. Cole runs in one direction, and we see Kai and Zane vanish into another hallway. And Kai and Zane get brought into Gecko Courtroom, and the judge or leader says they must fight a Mino creature, so a trapdoor opens under their feet, and now the Mino creature charges out. So Kai and Zane kind of with a worried expression, and now Season 13 Nia facing a crowd, and her opponent Murtessa coming out as well, and now kind of a side shot of the two ready to battle. And previously Nia declares that she doesn't want to have to fight for Jay, and Jay's expression here is just amazing. And now we see a close-up of Murtessa, and then another shot of her standing on the table, calling Nia a child, and Lloyd is right behind as well. Nia declares, "Bring it on," and then we see them battling in the arena. And now we see Wu, Cole, and Vanya falling. I'm guessing this is from the episode The Real Fall. Wu's little cap that he used to have back in Season 2 is back, and it had been gone in Seasons 11 and 12. But yeah, now it's returned, and you can even see the little details on it. And they all fall into some kind of underground cavern with a lake. Wu's looking at Cole's legs, either he's injured or maybe Wu's just a creep. And in the background, we also see Vanya and some other dude with a hat. And now here they're at some kind of temple, and there's a lot to discuss here. First off, Cole's Season 11 symbol is etched into the ground at several spots, perhaps indicating this temple's connection to Earth. At the center, it looks a lot like the Hypnobrai symbol, although I'm guessing that's just a coincidence. And there are three other images. To the right of Wu, we see a woman facing a dragon. Right in front of Vanya, we see this woman holding the Blades of Deliverance and destroying the dragon. And there's another image to the left of Cole we're going to discuss in a second. But what I'm thinking is the dragon is the Skull Dragon, and the woman is Cole's mother. Wu scratching his beard, and Vanya and two other guys in the background. And here's that third image, again likely Cole's mother with her hands in the ground. And what I'm thinking is this one actually represents Spinjitzu Burst, which we'll also talk about in a second. The thumbnail shot of Cole and this other guy looking up at something, and I think they're looking at the lava monster we saw in the other teaser. Spinjitzu Burst actually will be canon, which I think is great, and let's talk about what's going on here. We see Cole's arms and scar lit up like when he's using RX, but also his eyes are turned yellow. And so he punches the ground and a ripple of energy kind of goes out. The Skull Sorcerer demands that Griefbringer, the dragon, is released, and now some skeletons blowing on horns maybe to awaken him. For a ninja in their Season 13 gi, Kai has some kind of ribbon on him, and then they do Spinjitzu. In the background we also see Nia and a bunch of captives. Cole using his RX powers to activate the Firestone mech, and beautiful shot of the Skull Sorcerer here, the Skull of Hazadur saying rise. The goofy looking hat guy again running across some rocks and then pulling something out of his hat magician style. The Skull Sorcerer's entire army here, Griefbringer at the back, the Awakened Warriors at the front, and the Skull Sorcerer above it all. Lloyd and Zane both in the Season 13 gi fighting Griefbringer, and now a close-up shot, beautiful animation here of Lloyd using energy. And lastly, Cole in Season 13 gi holding both Blades of Deliverance, and the trailer ends again with him clashing with the Sorcerer. Overall though, this trailer was really exciting, and there's definitely a lot to be excited for. I'm especially excited to learn more about Cole's mother, C-Spin Jitsu Burst, and the Skull Sorcerer as well. Anyways though, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share with anyone and everyone you know. Stay tuned for more Season 13 stuff to come, including predictions and my first look special, and also share your thoughts on the trailer, and I'll see you next time.